Grand Rise, heathens. Grand Rising this morning. We out and about. Most definitely out and about. This morning, get into this video. I told y'all they was gonna start shooting these house niggas out at y'all. Now, who comes out the woodworks? Coon ass Steve Harvey. The same nigga who had a motherfucking toupee on his head. And everybody said he had a block. The whole time that was a motherfucking toupee. We talking about Steve Harvey. The motherfucker that put 80 boxes of Just for Men in his mustache. Told y'all they got that coon ass nigga out the woodworks. Trying to sell y'all out. They talking about Steve Harvey talking about no reparations for blacks. But he still wants y'all to go out and vote for Kamala and Joe Biden. I told y'all most of these house niggas ain't advocating reparations. I told y'all that. I need y'all to pay attention. These house niggas get crumbs off the plate to sell you out so they can keep their crumbs. Why would they advocate for reparations? And that's gonna knock them right off the shelf. Even though they black, they don't advocate for reparations, but let's just say if we do get reparations, these coon ass niggas is entitled to that after they fought hundreds of years not to give it to us. You see what I'm saying? Talking about these house niggas, y'all. They fought for not getting us reparations for hundreds of years, y'all. These house niggas, the boule, that's there to keep you deaf, dumb, and blind, right? And then they come out the woodworks when it's time to get your vote and want you to vote for these coon ass motherfuckers and this old racist motherfucker Joe Biden. I had a conversation with an elder yesterday. He was like, he about like 85, down in 90. I'm voting for Joe Biden. We can't let Trump get in there. We can't let Trump win. I'm voting for Joe Biden. I said, let me ask you a question. Because it seems that you're a pretty older man, elder. And look like you've been around for a minute. So let me ask you a couple questions. I said back in the 70s and 80s, majority the early 80s, mid 90s, I said, you told me you used to be a boxer, right? You used to box in the service, this, that, and the third. All right, cool. I get these general information before I go straight in with the sword. So I asked him, I said, he was like Trump racist and this, that, and the third. So I said, well, look, early 80s, 90s, when Trump had the Trump Plaza, Trump Mahal, and everybody was going to watch the great fights from Muhammad Ali to the Mike Tysons, I said, why wasn't y'all advocating Trump was racist then? Crickets. Crickets. You hear me? Crickets. Then he mumbled, jumbled, and was like, yeah, you kind of right there. It just started recently, them calling him racist. I said, yeah, I know. I said, for the last 3.5 years, going on 4 years, they just started calling that man racist. I said, why do you think they did that? To distract the peoples. To distract the peoples that don't know, especially the late bloomers. We talking about the bloomers that was born in the 2000s and things of that nature, right? So why would they bamboozle the youth with that foolishness saying Trump is racist when he never had a history of calling black folks racist, man. I mean, calling black folks the N-word. So, like I said, it was crickets coming from the elder. Crickets. He ain't had no answer for me. He just said, you right. And he was like, and I said, now, let me ask you a couple more questions. Because you've been around. I said, whatever happened to the Jim Crow law, the 94 crime bill that affected the African American community? Coming from who? Joe Biden. And I said another thing. Why would Joe Biden say, we're going to put y'all back in chains if he not racist? That's a racist slur. Also, you not black if you don't vote for me. That's another racist slur. Okay? Right there in our face. In our face, not behind our backs. In our face. And then he said he used to be the Delaware senator, and he used to work at a pool. And he used to see all the black kids come to the pool, and they would rub his legs, he said. His hairy legs. Come on, y'all. He said the black kids would rub his hairy legs and want to see his hair stand up on his legs. What kind of fuck shit is that? To tell people if you're not racist. And I can adapt. I can relate. He also said he can relate to black folks something about some cockroaches. Good morning. All right. He said he can relate to black folks something about some cockroaches. What the hell that got to do with black folks and cockroaches? You know what I'm saying? Y'all, that's all racist shit, slurs, y'all. But yet, these house niggas come out and try to bamboozle you with foolishness, claiming Trump is racist. So when I asked the elder that, the elder said, who said that? I said, your man's, Joe Biden. Now, is that a racist slurs or what? Only thing he can say is, wow, he shook his head. So to co-sign it, I pulled the receipt up and played it. When Joe Biden said, we're going to put y'all back in chains. You ain't black if you don't vote for me, coming from a white man. And then about the cockroaches and the hair on his legs. Played it for him. Guess what? Crickets. You hear me? Crickets. Once again. Crickets. You know what I'm saying? But see, most of our peoples don't know because we're not educated on true facts. We rely, some of us rely on other people's foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Some of us rely on other people's foolishness without doing our own homework and research. So I always knew, and if he was racist, he never came out in public and said the racist things that Joe Biden said in our face. He kept it amongst himself. You know what I mean? And back to what I was saying about these house niggas. Back to what I was saying about these old house niggas. They got these niggas coming out the woodworks. But like I said, y'all, I'm schooling y'all and I'm teaching y'all that they all part of a cult. We talking about the Divine Nine now. Because we all know Steve Harvey is part of the Divine Nine. We also know Steve Harvey is a Mason, a Freemason. See what I'm saying? But he tried to come up here and preach this, so he's the man of God and all this old fuck shit. When in reality, he going against the Most High word. By idol worshiping, adultery, and all types of shit. You see what I'm saying? One worship, one God. Not no idol worshiping. And a lot of these characters that's out here is idol worshipers, y'all. You see what I'm saying? That's why I shot them videos about the Divine Nine and their cronies. See what I'm saying? That's 10%. We still got 90% of African Americans that's not down with that shit. That fuck shit. Worshiping white Greeks, Atlas, Zeus, Rhea. These house niggas worship that shit, y'all. These old house niggas worship that shit. All Greek shit, y'all. You see what I'm saying? All Greek shit. That's why I shot them videos to show y'all, because we gotta expose these old devils, black devils. You see what I'm saying? We most definitely got to expose these black fucking devils, y'all. It's a fact. You know what I mean? The Haitian War, for those who don't study history, check out the Haitian War, the Haiti War, the Haitian War, the revolution. They had to deal with their peoples first, because they know if they didn't deal with them old house niggas, them house niggas would have set them up. The same way they did Nat Turner, John Brown. They were set up by house niggas, y'all. So the Haitian War was bound on us eliminating these old house niggas that's keeping us stagnated, you know what I mean? So y'all do the research on the Haitian War, the Revolution War, Haitian Revolution War. And y'all see the same thing I'm saying. They had to deal with the house niggas so they can advance to the next level. Because if they didn't deal with them house niggas would have set them up. You see what I'm saying? And they would have been wiped out. It's a pattern of that shit, yeah? It's nothing new. It's a pattern of these house niggas selling field niggas out. It's a fact. It's a fact. History proves it. You see what I'm saying? History proves it. So if you know your history, goddammit, you can know what to look for in the future, or when these house niggas and the elite are trying to get you to bow down to some foolishness. You see? You see? The Marcos, formerly known as the Marcos. You see what I'm saying, peoples? But back to what I was telling the elder, you know, we in a whole new zone and time now. The information is at our fingertips. And a lot of people got the computer at their fingertip, but they not using it. They use it in all the wrong ways. Instead of doing some research, it only take a minute to do some research, find out who these cats are, that y'all go out and y'all be part of the go along, get along game, because y'all getting sold out. Y'all don't know. You see what I'm saying? Because that Biden-Harris policy, there's nothing in there for African Americans. That's why Steve Harvey said, y'all not getting reparations, but y'all need to get out there and vote for Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. And they got nothing in the table in the package for us. See? House niggas. That's their job. He part of the Divine Nine. He's also a Freemason. And y'all can do the research. And you can also do the research of that toupee that nigga had on his head. You hear me? Y'all can do the research on that nigga toupee that he had on his head. And most of y'all thought it was a block. Nah, that was a motherfucking toupee that coon ass nigga was wearing, with 80 boxes of dye in his mustache. With 80 boxes of dye in a little ass mustache. See what I'm saying? And that's a fact, not fiction. That's a fact, not fiction. So I want to play this video of this house nigga saying that y'all not getting reparations and y'all need to still get out there and vote for Biden and Harris. And there's nothing in the package for y'all. Which, as we can see, they passing all these bills for who? Migrants, and I told y'all that. They got more policies in that motherfucking package for migrants do they do their own American peoples, especially African American. We can't get no break. And then when they talk this old break shit, they always got to blend us in with the LGBTQ. All these motherfucking organizations, the Indians, but when they sign different policies for other races, India, and we all know Kamala is mixed in India, her heritage. So when they sign them policies for them, they don't have them, they don't mix their policies with other people. It's just when it comes to African Americans, they mix their policies with the LGBTQ, Juneteenth, and fuck shit, y'all. Y'all got to pay attention. And y'all think that's some type of reparations, y'all? Fuck that Juneteenth. Nobody should be out here celebrating Juneteenth until reparations is passed. And that's a fact. But see, I know they figured y'all out. Y'all like the partying and bullshitting, right? Y'all like the party and bullshit, so they figured y'all out. They say, shit, we put a little party together. We bring some old house niggas that used to be celebrities to the party, and them niggas gonna show out. The same way they did when they brought Kid and Play recently to Philadelphia. And we all know motherfucking Kid and Play is part of the boule. We know that. We know they joined the Divine Nine in college. Them old house niggas. We know them niggas. We see you niggas. We see you niggas. You niggas can't hide no more, goddammit. We know who y'all are. And it's the time to expose you house niggas. You see what I'm saying? The time is now to expose you old house niggas. And that's just what y'all are. That take crumbs off the plate. For Mr. Charlie and the guys, you heard? For Mr. Charlie and the guys, they got y'all doing the work. Y'all the new black KKK. You know what I mean? Last time we heard of the KKK was in what, the 60s, 70s? Shit, these niggas adopted that. You see what I'm saying? The same way them house niggas adopted the freak organizations. You see what I'm saying? I showed y'all that video to see if anyone seen any black Greeks in those videos. I'm still waiting for somebody to drop it in the comment from the video. Whereas though they had black Greeks. That's European history. You see what I'm saying? That's the white man history, the European man history. That's not our history. Our history date all the way back to ancient Kemet, better known as Egypt to some of y'all. You see what I'm saying? The pharaohs, Isis, you know what I'm saying? Imhotep, and things of that nature. I don't know what the fuck these old house niggas, but I get it. Like you said, and like I said, they house niggas. They old house niggas, y'all. They here to sell you out. and protect their crumbs on the plate. That's their whole agenda. Grand Rising. That's the true meaning and definition of Grand Rising, ladies and gentlemen. What time is it? 6 o'clock on the dot. 6 o'clock on the dot. 95 north and south. See? And that Grand Rising of sunrise is hitting me where at, y'all? Right in the middle of my forehead, y'all. See that? See that? The power of the sun. You see what I'm saying? Makes the world go around. But if these house niggas told y'all and drilled to y'all that the sun was the enemy, most of y'all will believe that shit. Most of y'all will believe that shit. Because why? Y'all niggas don't do no researching. Y'all niggas part of the go along, get along gang. Whatever they tell y'all, y'all believe. You see what I'm saying? And it's a fact. It's proven. They had y'all advocating Trump was racist, and Trump never called you the N-word. You see what I'm saying? Only thing Trump probably said was, what do black folks got to lose? Because he know how they've been treating us for years. Advocating what? Nothing for us. So when Trump came, and he came up and he said, what do black folks got to lose? Hey, what the fuck do we got to lose? We ain't got shit to lose. Only motherfucker got something to gain is the old house niggas. You see what I'm saying? Them old house niggas. And we know who they are. You see? Because they wear their motherfucking true colors on their back. They wear their true colors on their back. So we know who the hell these house niggas are, y'all. And that's a fact. The Divine Nine, the Grand Lodge, the Freemasons, the Masons, the Elks, you know what I'm saying? The Eastern Stars, you know what I'm saying? A bunch of these house nigga organizations, y'all, that they copy from who? The Greeks, the freaks. That's why I said they have y'all go out advocating black power, and the whole time them some bitches representing white power. So nah, y'all, wake up. These house niggas got to go, y'all. The same way the Haitians, before the Revolution War started, they had to eliminate them house niggas. You see what I'm saying? They had to eliminate them house niggas because they knew if they didn't get rid of them house niggas was gonna sell them out. You see what I'm saying? The same thing happened to John Brown. Y'all can do the history. John Brown was an aboriginal revolutionary. I'm talking about John Brown, goddammit. A white man who fought for blacks. You see what I'm saying? Y'all can do the history on that. Research John Brown, the aboriginal revolutionary. John Brown was a white man. John Brown cared about black folks because John Brown knew that a bunch of these house niggas been setting them up for years. You see what I'm saying? They knew that. John Brown knew that. Who set John Brown up? A bunch of house niggas did. You see? Who set Nat Turner up? Huh? Nat Turner was reading scriptures from the Bible. Right? And he said God came to him and woke him up and told him the time was now. Who set Nat Turner up, y'all? It was fed house niggas. See? See? It's history. History shows it, y'all. History shows this shit to us. But I know, I get it. A lot of y'all, and I hate to bash my peoples, but I told y'all when I come up here, I'm screaming at y'all at this point. Fuck all that negotiating and try to talk to you all calm and Okay, I understand. Nah, fuck that. That's out the window. God damn it, I'ma scream at your motherfucking ass. Every time, and every hour, and every minute I get, and coming up on this goddamn platform. I'ma scream at you. And I know the boule. I know about the boule. See what I'm saying? You old sellout ass house niggas. And that's a fact. I remember during the time, the election in 2000, in 2020, right? I'm standing on my square. I knew what it was. I seen through the fuck shit, right? I seen through the fuck shit. And like I told y'all, I'm a die-hard Republican, right? A die-hard Republican. Ain't going for none of the foolishness that y'all say or what y'all do. The man look like he back home. Yeah, I see his car, both his cars in the driveway. Yeah. But like I said, y'all, I wasn't going for the foolishness, so I was representing Donald Trump to the fullest, you heard? Goddamn, I knew what time it was. Shit, I knew what time it was. So, as I ride past this cop, right? A brother, another brother, cop. He noticed it's election, first of all, it's an election day. So you can ride around and represent what you got going on. You see what I'm saying? You can ride around and you can represent and stand on your square on what you voting for, right? This old house nigga pulls me the fuck over. Pulls me the fuck over, y'all. And I said, I know why you pulled me over. Because of the sign in my front window that said Donald Trump. Oh, nah. Nah. What you mean, nah? Well, why the fuck you pull me over? You see what I'm saying? Why the fuck you pull me over then? God damn it. Oh, you can't ride with that sign blinding your windshield. Man, what? What you mean I can't ride with the sign in my front windshield? See what I'm saying? So they pick and choose the laws when they want to pull y'all over, y'all. Right then and there, I knew he was a house nigga. And I said, at that point, bring a sergeant, dispatch a sergeant, man. I'm not giving you my license or registration. Call your supervisor, your boss. Get your boss out here, man. That was some fuck shit, nigga. You pulled me over because I got Donald Trump sign in my front windshield. That's why you pulled me over, house nigga. And like I said, y'all, it was a brother. I'm riding through these other boroughs, right? And if you live in Delaware County, you know when you riding through these other boroughs like Aston, Ridley, Chichester, wherever you riding at in Delaware County, the majority of the cops are white. Man, I ain't get no fucking static riding in these other boroughs. It's only when I came to my own city in Chester, right? I came to my own city in Chester, and the house nigga just rolled past me. And see, I ran into this old house nigga. How I knew he was a house nigga, because I ran into him on several occasions. And you can tell all these old house niggas, man, they get their jobs and positions and they take that shit to their head, y'all. So I had ran into this brother before on some, I'm doing audits, right? So as I do my audits, I got my mask and shit on so you can't identify me. So him and another officer stepped to me and had a nerve to ask me what the fuck I'm doing. I couldn't wait for them to step to me and ask me what the fuck I was doing, so I can tell them to mind my goddamn business. Mind y'all motherfucking business. And that's just what I said. I don't answer questions. Then he tells me, oh, you out here trolling. How the fuck I'm out here trolling, right? and y'all approached me. If y'all stayed in y'all lane, goddammit, we wouldn't have had that conversation. Or you saying I'm trolling because you stepping to me asking me what the fuck I'm doing, and I told you I don't answer questions. You see what I'm saying? You old house nigga. And to this day, he's still on the force. He's still on the force. I ain't talking about my bald head brother, dark skin. I ain't talking about him. I'm talking about this old house nigga. He a young cop, y'all. He a young cop. Short, bald head brother. He's a house nigga, y'all. I knew right then and there he was a crack. See what I'm saying? I knew right then and there he was a crack. That's a fact, though. He was a crack, y'all. And he probably one of them old house niggas that joined the Divine Nine or here Freemason or a Mason. But most definitely he's part of some type of go along, get along gang motherfucker. Yeah, I couldn't believe that shit. Y'all was pissed. But, hey, what you expect when you dealing with your own peoples that's house niggas? You see what I'm saying? That's what you get. That's what you get every time. But I ain't gonna spend too much time. Let's get into this video of that old house nigga, Steve Harvey, telling y'all ain't getting reparations. But y'all need to still get out there and vote. For Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. Fuck Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. Facts.
Tired of searching through endless products that don't quite fit your needs?
Fuck Kamala Harris.
Introducing iMarketplace at iShop.black, the online
and Joe
market.
Biden.
I wouldn't care if you was the chair, the sofa, the TV. So, dialogue.
I don't give a...
You don't give a what?
That's what he's trying to do.
So you dialoguing?
There's no dialogue.
It is some dialogue. You gave me some
Point of
dialogue.
order. Councilwoman Worthy, what is your point of order? No, I'm not.
You ain't?
I'm not.
You must.
This is a joke. Stop this abuse.
I'm gonna give you a...
Do I have the floor?
I'm counting. 1, 3. All right. It's a toss up. It's a toss up. So let me go ahead on and do since I'm seeing that name a whole lot more. Okay, gotcha.
Who you talking to? You gonna let? The voters let me. I got voted in. Who you talking to? You gonna let me? I got seconds left.
I want you to know.
Ain't she crazy? How many seconds? Why you? I'm counting your time. Miss Galloway, I'm gonna rule you out order. You keep talking so much.
Do I have the floor? Do I?
Yes, you do.
Thank you very much.
We have got to help the city of Flint. We have got to vote yes on this. Thank you.
Miss Herkenroder, you the reason that I'm gonna vote the way I'm gonna vote, because you tried to put words in my mouth like I said you was a race. You got to stop doing that. You got to stop doing that.
Miss Fields, please be very careful with it. Please.
All I said there was mediation and
You told details of who in what room and how many.
But I am going to finish saying this.
Well, go ahead.
That's fine.
He's counting.
We got folks sitting in business. I wouldn't care if you was the chair, the sofa, the TV. So you might want a dialogue.
I don't give a...
You don't give a what?
That's what he's trying to do.
So you dialoguing?
There's no dialogue.
It is some dialogue. You gave me some
Point of
dialogue.
order. Councilwoman Worthy, what is your point of order? No, I'm not.
You ain't?
I'm not.
You must.
This is a joke.
I'm gonna give you a point of order. Personal attacks is out of order. Now you want to make a personal attack on me, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm tired of Miss Fields calling me racist. I'm tired of you calling me it relates to women. I'm tired of it.
One, three. They don't come from them. They come from the Democrat Party telling them you are more a priority. We're going to give tax dollars from black Americans to you because you're more of a priority, not them. We're going to put you in shelters, leave from just them crossing the border and acting that way.
Show a DMing me, talking about why you ain't asked no hard-hitting questions.
That sounded just like Clyburn, right?
Clyburn the queen.
Let's get there. Let's Steve Harvey.
You know, look, I've been reading this paper because I got to stay. I got a headache trying to stay on course, so just let me go off this paper for a minute. Before y'all start calling my radio show and DMing me, talking about why you ain't asked no hard-hitting questions, that ain't what this is. I'm throwing a lob. This is a Hollywood for a dunk, because this administration needs to get the word out of what they're actually doing and what they're actually accomplishing, so we can stop all this foolishness about what you're doing for black people. Can't nobody come out with no agenda and call it this for black people and expect to get in the White House. You got to play the game different. Y'all know what this is. So now this next question is another lob for her to do. Because they done done a lot, man. But see, I'm on this radio show and I'm hearing all these people talking about, I'm not voting if they're not doing nothing for us. Listen to me. If you do not vote, the analytics will show. They know how many women vote, they know the age you are when you vote. If we don't vote, how we going to ask for something next time? If you ain't got no voting power, you talking about reparations. Ain't nobody finna give you no reparations and you don't vote. Well, you think they finna give us some money? No, how, man? I hope they do. They owe us. I'll go down there.
Listen to me. You know that too, dog. And you know. And you know.
I know I ain't coming back next year.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we let that play in its entirety. So let's do what we do. Let's go ahead on and start playing it. And we need to point out some things with your vice president, sister girl Kamala, who never wear a dress. That don't bother y'all that this woman never wears a dress. She's always wearing a pantsuit. Whoever created pantsuits for women, oh my God, why did you do it? Her and Hillary, Jesus, put on the dress.
You know, look, I've been reading this paper because I got to stay. I got a headache trying to stay on course, so just let me go off this paper for a minute. Before y'all start calling my radio show and DMing me, talking about why you ain't asked no hard-hitting questions, that ain't what this is.
Use a house nigga.
This is a Hollywood for a dunk, because this administration needs to get the word out of what they're actually doing and what they're actually accomplishing, so we can stop all this foolishness about what you're doing for black people.
Let's stop right there. So according to Steve Harvey, when y'all told him, because I guess y'all have been telling him, okay, you're going to be up there with Kamala. Why don't you ask some questions that's very, very important for the black voters? Because as of right now, I'm on the couch. So ask her questions to get me off the couch.
Right.
According to Steve Harvey, that was foolishness. For you to say, what are they doing for black people? Okay? Now, on top of hearing him say that, let's go back and watch it again. But I want you to stare at Kamala. Don't pay attention to him. Just stare at her and her reaction when he's saying this. Let's get that back up on screen.
Nobody come out with no agenda and call it just for black people and expect to get in the White House. We can stop all this foolishness about what you're doing for black people.
You see how she was just shaking her head in agreement, ladies and gentlemen. In agreement that you can't demand anything just for black people, and she's in agreement.
Can't nobody come out with no agenda and call it just for black people and expect to get in the White House. You got to play the game different. Y'all know what this is. So now this next question is another lob, so we can stop all this foolishness about what you're doing for black people. Can't nobody come out with no agenda and call it just for black people and expect to get in the White House. You got to play the game different. Y'all know what this is. So needs to get the word out of what they're actually doing and what they're actually accomplishing, so we can stop all this foolishness about what you're doing for black people. Can't nobody come out with no agenda and call it just for black people and expect to get in the White House. You got to play the game different. Y'all know what this is. So now this next is foolishness about what you're doing for black people.
You watch her. You see how she keep agreeing?
For black people and expect to get in the White House. You got to play the game different. Y'all know what this is. So now this.
Okay, that was I wanted to pay attention to. Not so much what Steve was saying. So she's co-signing everything he's saying. But, could we really fault her? Because remember?
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
She's been consistent. I give her that. She has been hella consistent on saying no to you, Black America. No resources for you. Hey, what's that immigrant in Chicago? You remember he went up to the city hall and the black woman was talking about all the resources going to migrants, and that migrant went up there and say, no money for you. You're lazy. No money for you. Why would he feel that bold to say that? Well, when he's seeing this vice president of ours agreeing that we can't get anything, when she has a history of saying that she's not going to do something for black people, that's why they get emboldened. You got to think about it. When the immigrants are very bold and getting real jazzy at the mouth, talking crap to black people, you got to understand where that comes from. They don't come from them. They come from the Democrat Party telling them you are more a priority. We're going to give tax dollars from black Americans to you because you're more of a priority, not them. We're going to put you in shelters, leave black Americans on the streets to defend for themselves in cold Chicago when that was going on. Schools that we close in the black communities, you're more important. We're not going to take our homeless that's in the streets of Chicago and put them in them closed schools.
Or anywhere.
Oh, no. We're going to leave them on the streets because we're going to give you the VIP treatment.
Right.
We handing you free cell phones. We handing you debit cards. So you can get your cultural foods because you don't like the foods in the shelter. Right, Eric Adams? That's why they act that way toward us. It don't come from just them crossing the border and acting that way. The Democrats have told them they're more important and more of an agenda. Why do you think a lot of black Americans have said, man, I don't want to hear no talk about no immigration, bro. I don't hear no talk about that. Immigration don't even benefit black Americans at all.
It don't.
Show me how immigration has benefited black Americans.
Immigration
Show
don't
me
do
the
shit
group
for us.
that has turned around and done something good for black Americans when they got in positions of power. Every time you look up, you seeing immigrants come in here and playing the anti-black racism strategy. Tonight on my podcast, you can watch it at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to be dealing with one of them out of Missouri, a Colombian immigrant. I'll deal with her later. But this woman is co-signing this. This goes way past Steve Harvey at that point. Yeah, we can talk about Steve, but no, her. She wants the black vote, but she's co-signing, I ain't doing nothing for you. Okay. Let's go back and continue.
This question is another law. Because they done done a lot, man. But we see, I'm on this radio show, I'm hearing all these people talking about, I'm not voting, they're not doing nothing for us. Listen to me. If you do not vote, the analytics will show. They know how many women vote, they know the age you are when you vote. If we don't vote, how we going to ask for something next time? If you ain't got no voting power, you talking about reparations.
Next time, get the fuck out of here. Y'all put them first, they put y'all last. Get the fuck out of here, man.
We can't ask for nothing next time.
Fuck you mean?
I'm going to repeat. What?
Exactly.
If we don't vote, we can't ask for nothing next time.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb.
Facts.
For real.
Facts. Oh, coon house nigga.
The Asian community did not vote like black Americans voted in 2020. And guess what? Guess what happened?
They got more than y'all. They got more than y'all.
Hold on, let me find that real quick.
Pull the receipt out.
I think I got it somewhere in here. Hold on.
Pull the receipt out.
Let's see if I can find it.
So they know it's just not mumble jumble talk.
Where is it? God, I was trying to find this thing here. Hold on, y'all. I gotta open something else up. Give me a second.
But yeah, y'all, it goes to show you right there that they got Steve Harvey coming up there, advocating for who?
Right now,
Kamala Harris.
I have a video
that says she will never do anything for black folks.
I want to show y'all, and I want to run it in a loop. Let me see. Is it here?
You know what I'm saying? That's coming from her
I
mouth.
wanted to run that in the loop, and I cannot find it.
I don't give a damn how many people vote for us. We still not gonna do nothing for African Americans. You see what I'm saying? We not gonna do nothing for y'all if you don't vote next time. If you don't vote next time, how we gonna ask for something? God damn it, what the fuck you think this is? Fuck you think this is? Make a deal for your vote, god damn it, and then you screw the peoples? Fuck out of here. Let's make a deal. Let's make a deal, and I get your vote, and I don't do nothing for y'all. But we do everything for these other migrants and immigrants that cross the border, or any other race beside the African American race. We not doing nothing for y'all, but we most definitely appreciate your vote. We most definitely appreciate your vote. You give us your vote, you know what I'm saying? We keep y'all more enslaved than anything. You see what I'm saying?
On FanDuel Casino, new players get up to $1,000.
Most definitely we're going to keep y'all enslaved,
for the number one
and we're going to get ready to eliminate y'all.
Immigrants are very bold and getting real jazzy at the mouth, talking crap to black people. You got to understand where that comes from. They don't come from them. They come from the Democrat Party telling them you are more. Let me find the loop, and I cannot find it. Hey, just a second. This footage right here about why they did not sign this bill for black Americans when we have voted. We showed up as black Americans, they said, and more black Americans were scared in the pandemic, so they thought Biden was going to save them, unfortunately. And yet, when he got in office, he did nothing for black Americans.
Nothing.
Okay?
Nothing at all. So now they telling y'all.
Reminded.
So now they telling y'all, if y'all don't vote for these devils, that how y'all gonna get the axe for something? Get the fuck out of here, man. I told y'all put them first, they put y'all last. Every time. Every time. Y'all put them first, they put y'all last. God damn it. The help of who? Them house niggas that's getting crumbs off the plate. And I told y'all that. And I already told y'all that. From them house niggas telling you and me to go out and vote Kamala and Joe. Get the fuck out of here. Biden and Harris. Man, fuck them. They not here for us, y'all. They letting the migrants cross the border, thinking they gonna get illegal votes when it's time to vote. You see what I'm saying? They gonna get illegal votes from the migrants so they can push and wipe y'all out. Come on, man, make it make sense. Anything so they don't have to pay y'all reparations, they will wipe y'all out. Look at the history. When you study history, you know that they will wipe you out before they pay you, all right?
When they talk to you, okay? When these Democrats shame you or try to attempt to shame you, you ask them about that. Why not black Americans? Why? Why isn't she having these summits with Aquafina? You know, the little Asian actress that do all the black scent. Why she isn't up there? Why isn't the
Keep this shit in my pocket. This shit keep fucking up. I'm gonna have to hold on to this, y'all.
DraftKings Casino. We give credit where credit is due.
Reminded when they talk to you, okay? When these Democrats shame you or try to attempt to shame you, you ask them about that. Why not black Americans? Why? Why isn't she having these summits with Aquafina? You know, the little Asian actress that do all the black scent. Why she isn't up there? Why isn't in the Asian community talking to the Asian people? Democrats have every right to go to the Asian community and ask for votes because they did something for them on a federal level. This isn't a state thing. This is a federal thing. They claim they can't do nothing specifically for you, but they sure can do it for other people. Okay? All right. Cool. The naughty American expats say I'm voting orange. You say F your couch. Hey. Well, let's go back to y'all ski-wee sister girl here, Kamala.
If you don't vote, that's why you think they finna give us some money? No, man. I hope they do. They owe us. I go down there.
The coon-ass nigga admits it, but he get up there advocating for y'all to give y'all a vote to an administration that don't give a damn about you. Their agenda is to wipe you out, and the Negroes that's getting the crumbs off the plate or be wiped out eventually. You see what I'm saying? Study history, y'all. How they use the house niggas to wipe out the field niggas, and then once the field niggas was wiped out, they wiped out the house niggas. Study y'all history.
I'm sorry. That's why you think they finna give us some money? No, man. I hope they do. They owe us. I go down there. I'm sorry. That's why you think they finna give us some money? No, man. I hope they do. They owe us. I go down there. I'm sorry. I know I ain't coming back next year.
And all that he's saying, she laughing about it. She think it's funny. You know, she agreeing with everything that he's saying. You know what? Like I said, everything that he said, if you listen to the talking points from the Democrat Party, like that's what they normally say. Though he didn't say nothing that really out of what they normally say. So he said, if you don't vote, then you can't get nothing in the next election. I said this last night. People kind of laughed about this. They tell you, black Americans, we need you to save democracy. Well, didn't black America save it 4 years ago?
Right.
In 2020? Didn't black America save it in 2016 or attempt to, but they didn't and y'all was mad? What about Obama in 2012? Didn't they save democracy? I'm like, so is democracy on lease every 4 years? and if your candidate isn't in office, democracy is over because the lease ran out?
Right.
And we need black... Well, look, you know what? I'm tired of black Americans footing the bill for democracy. Go talk to these other groups about democracy because we don't get democracy because we don't even have a voice in this country.
Right.
We don't have no kind of voice.
Right.
In the area of rulership in this country. We don't. Sure, we got a cultural voice that's, very big, and which is great, but we don't have a ruling voice or a voice that moves the money, creates the laws, etc. We don't have that kind of voice.
Right.
And to me, that kind of voice is more important than even the cultural voice. So what democracy do we have?
None.
Seriously.
No democracy for black folks.
You don't even have 13 to 14% of the Senate's black.
Right.
You don't even have 14% of the House of Representatives black. That itself would make it like, okay, well, these black people got more of a voice because at least we represented 14% in the Senate, 14% in the House of Representatives. At least that much. We're not represented right.
Right.
So how do we have a voice?
We don't.
In a democracy. No. Democrats want the status quo. And y'all have to understand, the status quo is black people at the bottom. Black people don't get anything. But see, you have to understand, the position they want black Americans in is the perpetual slave. Slaves don't get anything. Slaves don't have rights. Slaves isn't prioritized. Slaves can't ask the master for nothing. Think about it. If you're on a slavery plantation, you cannot ask a master for anything.
Right.
And if you do, he gonna look at you like you crazy. Who do you think you asking this to? You my slave.
Right.
You do stuff for me, not the other way around. Well, that's why they get angry with black Americans when you demand something, because they view you like a slave.
Right.
So when people say the Democrat plantation, is because they act like we're still on a proverbial plantation.
Right.
The way they engage us, the way they treat us.
Right. Like little
as a
kids and
community.
shit.
When you giving things to other groups,
Talk to y'all
you
like
respect
shit.
that group of people.
All types
You're
of shit.
honoring
Man.
that group of people, especially people who didn't even work for it. Black Americans have worked for everything that we have, and all the stuff that we have, all the wealth that these folks have, they stole from black Americans, whether through slavery, whether through domestic terrorism, because there was many, many acts of domestic terrorism in this land. Thievery of black American possessions, whether it's land, homes, stealing whole cities, neighborhoods, destroying whole cities, neighborhoods. Because when people talk about we need a black community, we had a black town, not a community, towns that we created with our own bare hands, with no help of the American government, welfare, or the folks, all with our own hands. And these people finessed and stole every city that we created. We have a mindset of a neighborhood. We need a black neighborhood instead of saying we need a black city or cities. Because if you are in the neighborhood, then you're completely surrounded by them. That's why you can't really get things done sometimes. They the police, they the mayor, they run the city council, they control the permits of everything, right? And you go into business, you know about permits. That's annoying. They control the city services, they control it all. So you're really boxed in. So really, you being in a quote-unquote neighborhood is actually better to contain you.
Right.
But if you had your own city where you're the mayor, you're the city council, you're the police, you are you running the schools, you know, you're on the education board, you're the superintendent, you're just running everything, then you can say, okay, we got some freedom to do whatever. Now, I know what some people will say, because they're always going to go to the negativity of what I just said. But what about people like the super mayor? Not everybody's going to be the super mayor.
Right.
They're not. So we can't say just because a person's running a town, they're going to act like Tiffany Henyard. They got people of every community that's like Tiffany Henyard. Trust me. And many of them have went to jail. Whether they white, Hispanic, Asian, you name it. That's been politicians. That's been corrupt. That is a people thing. That's not a racial thing. But Steve Harvey, he was told to say that. We're not going to get reparations. The Democrats, when they polled Democrats, forget Republicans. We know Republicans on paper do not support reparations. We know that. But the Democrats don't support it either.
Right.
Do you love my hair?
Right.
Download TikTok and shop now.
So what are we doing at this point, y'all?
We know that. But the Democrats don't support it either. Only 47% of Democrats support reparations. 47%. That means more than 50%, 53% of Democrats do not support reparations. 53%. So how is it going to vote for Democrats that's going to get us closer to reparations when 53% of them are against it? And it's a little bit more than, 75 to close 77% of Republicans say they don't support it. What's the difference?
Right.
Both parties don't support it.
Right.
Because both parties, which y'all have to understand, you can't get caught up on this Democrat and Republican thing.
Right.
That is the biggest thing you should never get caught up on. You have to think white supremacy. Democrats want to uphold white supremacy. Republicans want to uphold white supremacy. And they both agree that in order for white supremacy to survive, you have to stay at the bottom.
Right.
They both agree on it. They just believe there's two different ways of dealing with black people. One want to be upfront with it, you know, and I wild out. We talking about the extremists, of course, in the Republican Party. I'm not saying all Republicans are extremists.
Right.
I'm saying that I don't need to get a bunch
Shoe
of
fit
emails.
wear it. The shoe fit wear it,
You got the
goddammit.
Democrats that are extremists too.
Right.
But the rank and file Democrat believe in the status quo. Those are moderate Democrats, they want the status quo. They want things quiet. And the Democrats actually lull black people to sleep. Because the Democrats, what they have done,
Right.
how they operate on their plantation, is that no, we got to let some black people participate and give them the illusion of inclusion. We got to make them think that they're progressing in the system or they're going to rebel. See, that's the argument that the Democrat white supremacists have with the Republican white supremacists. The Republican white supremacists is all, no, we don't need all that. We don't need that. We trying to keep it and trying to preserve our majority, our number. But the Republican white supremacists is going to wake black people up and get black people quick into the system that they're living in.
Right.
And that's why I like when we have Republicans, especially those who are extremists, in power. Because it wakes black people up, and I've seen it, and I love it. But we had black people that were so scared. Last time, I couldn't believe I seen a grown black man say, man, we got to get Trump and the Republicans out. Because can we just go back to regular racism? I don't like all this. They being so bold to say something now. Huh? What? I'm like, man, bring it on. Please bring it. Look, be upfront with it. Like that episode with Dave Chappelle, Clayton Bigsby. Remember that episode when he said, "Let that hate out." Let them say it.
Right.
I want them to say it.
So
Please
we know
let
who
me
they
know
are.
Who you are.
So we can
I'd
recognize
rather
them.
somebody let me know who they are than be like Kamala and Biden smiling in my face.
Right.
But they feel the same way as that Republican extremist that don't want me to have reparations.
Right.
They feel the exact same way. And Democrats and Republicans signed that bill. Y'all voted for that bill.
Mm-hmm.
It was bipartisan, the one we watched. So it just wasn't Democrats, it was Republicans too. They were cool with them getting that. Yeah, Dorothy, I like them up front. I like any, listen, when it comes to white supremacists, I like my white supremacists up front.
Right.
You are dangerous when you are trying to act like you my friend. Well,
When
no,
you hide
see,
it.
I'm different. I'm not the average.
When
you
you
know,
hiding
I'm
it,
just
that's when
saying
you
for
fucking
me.
dangerous, for
I'm
real.
not the rank and
Because you
file
smiling,
American
beguiling
who
people's
think that,
face.
well, they treat me nice, then it must be good. I've been doing this too long. I've studied too many things. I've studied anti-black racism and the culture of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not impressed if you be nice to me. I'm not impressed. That doesn't give me to lower my defenses. I'm actually more guarded when you're being nice. Because I'm like, what are you nice for? What you want? And I have to read it. I have to discern it. But the problem with a lot of black folk is you don't want to discern the spirits when the scriptures teach you to discern the spirit.
Right.
Now, Kamala sit up here.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
See that?
Okay, she says that.
See that?
But let me put something on the
But yeah,
screen
you can
here. Where is it? So we can
focus on these migrants and get them everything.
Administration. Give me a second. I gotta go check. Where is it?
I'm Sister Phelps, and I'm Sister Melton, and we're missionaries for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And we want to invite you to come.
Where is it at? Where's that tab? Where's that tab I'm looking for? Nope, there's a certain tab I'm looking for, so y'all just give me a minute. Where's that tab? I wanted to show y'all something about some money that they were giving out here. Get this off the screen. Boom. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Let's go to something real quick. How much has the U.S. spent on the war in Ukraine? Okay. Now, this
Billions.
since 2022, Russia has invaded Ukraine.
Billions of dollars.
They don't have money for reparations, but I want you to look at all these billions.
Billions.
$13.6 billion of your tax money went to Ukraine. But when you talk about reparations or getting reparations started, they don't have no money. That's impossible. What Robert Kennedy says is politically impossible. But it's not politically impossible to send $13.6 billion
to
back in
Ukraine.
April. Then they did it again in May. The following month, y'all, the following month went from March to May. 2 months down the line. $40.9 billion. But they tell you they don't have no money for reparations. None. They can't do that. Black Americans, reparations are going to be divisive. If we pay out reparations, how are we going to do it? How are we going to quantify who gets it and who don't? But it's not divisive to send $40.9 billion in May of 2022 of taxpayer dollars to a foreign nation. That's not divisive.
Right.
Then you come in September of 2022, you send $12.3 billion to Ukraine. But that's not divisive, ladies and gentlemen. That's not divisive. Let me get this person on out of here.
Trolling.
Thank you, getting them on out of here.
They trolling. Got to be a Joe Biden supporter.
You're sending taxpayer dollars to another country. You're not paying it for America.
Right.
This war that's going on has nothing to do with Americans. It's not being fought on American soil. It's not even Ukraine is not even a NATO member. So you can't even say, well, it's a NATO thing. Can't even say that.
Right.
If it was a NATO thing, then all the NATO countries would be fighting it right now, right?
Right.
Okay, cool. And where's the oversight of all that money that's being spent? You know how they getting people right now for a lot of people that did PPP and all that stuff? Well, where's the same people investigating what they did with this money?
All those IRS agents they hired.
Another $47.4 billion went to Ukraine.
They ain't even including
But
Israel.
they have no money for reparations. No money.
Well,
no money.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
Yeah, you do it for Ukrainians, though.
And
But not for black people.
Israelers.
Then you fast forward all the way to April 2024. $61.3 billion of our tax dollars went to Ukraine. Okay? But they don't have money for reparations. It's divisive. Yeah, it's all those things, ladies and gentlemen. It's all those things. When the Democrats tell you about reparations, just ask them what happened to the $175 billion of my money, my taxpayer dollars. Where's all the folks that they are? Everybody becomes mathematicians and financial experts when it comes to reparations. But when we looking at these dollars, where the folks at? Hey, y'all, where y'all at? Well, that's going to break the country. That's going to create inflation. Do you maybe think all this money they sending to Ukraine could be helping with inflation too? Oh, but no, we can't do that, right? We can't do that. We can't have that kind of conversation. That's too much like right. That's why when y'all talk about reparations and y'all against it, that's why I say you just showing you an anti-black racist.
Right.
Because if you was not an anti-black racist, you would be condemning all this money, your tax dollars going to foreign powers.
We get it.
Right.
Things are more expensive than ever.
Are y'all catching these Jews?
If you wasn't an anti-black racist, you would be condemning all your tax dollars going to migrants.
Right.
You'd be raising hell about it. But you say nothing about that.
Right.
Billions of dollars of illegal immigration. Every year, billions are spent. Billions.
Billions.
Biden has a CBP-1 app where they can apply for asylum and all that. Spending money creating apps.
Everybody get money.
Where's the app for our homeless people? They can get some shelters.
But the American people.
Where's those apps at?
Y'all notice that?
Created by the federal government.
Billions of dollars to Ukraine.
You're putting up migrants in hotels.
Billions of dollars to Israel, millions of dollars to these migrants, millions of dollars to these other races, India, millions of dollars to everyone else. But when you come up and say, where old reparations, crickets. Crickets. The ink pen ran out of fucking ink. The ink pen ran out of ink. See all that mud I was telling y'all about? The tide is down. The tide is down. And that's what kills you when you get caught up in the motherfucking, that mud. That's all mud, y'all. See the tide coming in. All that is mud. That's all mud. That shit is like quicksand. That shit'll take you out. That's what drowns you. When you panic and you thinking that ground, you can kick off that ground. You can't kick off that ground. That's mud. You can't kick off mud. And the next thing you know, you sinking. You sinking in the mud. Go up in here, use one of these potties. And let's continue.
While our homeless population who are American citizens, some of them are even veterans.
That's homeless,
are
right?
Out there in the streets right now.
Right. That fought
right now.
For this country. Lost limbs.
But you expect the American people, black Americans in particular, to come out and vote blue in November.
He paused that. Hold on, y'all.
I'm just saying. This is why I said before, I believe the couch will be the winner of the election in 2024. And those who do not want to vote for the couch, some people will go to Trump and they will vote. Trump will get more black votes than he did the last time. But the couch is the winner between Biden and hotels, while our homeless population who are American citizens, some of them are even veterans, are out there in the streets right now. Right now. But you expect the American people, black Americans in particular, to come out and vote blue in November. I'm just saying. This is why I said before, I believe the couch will be the winner of the election in 2024. And those who do not want to vote for the couch, some people will go to Trump and they will vote. Trump will get more black votes than he did the last time. But the couch will be the winner between Biden and Trump. And that's just it. They're not offering us anything as a black community. We don't care about the democracy talk. Well, he's saying he's going to be a dictator. You a dictator. You dictate everything. You dictate to us. Listen.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
You being a dictator. You telling us you're not going to do nothing for us. That's what a dictator tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And they do it. That's dictatorship.
Right.
That's not living in a democracy. But we saying, hey, we need something. We need resources. We need this. We need that. Dictators.
No mind.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
That's a dictatorship. Mm-hmm. Sorry. That's dictators. So you talking about Trump want to be a dictator? You're one. Well, y'all, we can't be doing no reparations now. That's dictatorship. Is that a functioning democracy? Well, you clearly doing things for other groups of people.
Mm-hmm.
But this group of people, you saying, I ain't doing nothing for you. Stop asking.
Right, basically.
Am I wrong, ladies and gentlemen?
No, sir.
Is that a dictatorship?
Yes, sir. At its finest.
We have no say in anything? In a so-called democracy that y'all tell us to come save every 4 years? You never go tell them other groups that you do something for. You never tell them anything. Because let's call it what it is. And let's talk about this. They do things for people that have an attachment of a nation state. These other people that's coming here, they're attached to nation states.
Mm-hmm.
So if they know we have no attachment other than America, so they can do us foul.
Mm-hmm.
If they go do wrong, these other groups that come in here that's attached to nation states, they have advocates to say, hey, what are you doing to Mexicans?
Right.
What are you doing to Nigerians? What are you doing to Colombians? What are you doing? All these different people that they do things for, they're attached to nation states.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the only nation state they really don't do nothing for is Haitian.
Right. Because they knew them Hades.
They got a thing against Haiti.
Right.
But they do
Haitians
things with
knew
people
to
that
take
have
out
an
them
attachment to a
coon-ass
nation
niggas.
state.
Them Haitians known to take out the motherfucking house niggas. That's why they don't do shit for Haiti, yo.
They know black Americans, this is our home, so they say I can do whatever I want to do to them because nobody's going to advocate for them.
Right.
We have
Nobody give a
nobody on the
damn
outside
about
that
them.
advocates. We always on our own. That's okay. That's okay.
You could treat them like shit.
We are the world's greatest warriors, and we have proven that time and time and time and time again. Then I see somebody earlier put in here about Project 2025. Man, like I said this before, we live Project 2025 every day. You know what, y'all? This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I think tomorrow's live stream, let's go through some points of Project 2025, and we're going to ask a simple question.
I bought this water purifier from TikTok Shop for my baby to drink more water. Download TikTok and shop now.
Never pay for Wi-Fi again. InstaBridge is a free app with 20 million Wi-Fi passwords all over the world. With over 200 million downloads already, don't wait. Download InstaBridge today and get Wi-Fi wherever you are, whenever you want it, entirely for free.
Has Project 2025 already been done to black people for the past 400 years? Or is it something new they're going to do all of a sudden that we should be afraid of as black people? What is it that Trump and the Republicans are going to do that has not been done to us already? What are they going to do? Think about it. We at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have things as a collective group of people. We don't have anywhere. We got what, 3 maybe?
Mexicans came right past us, surpassed us. The Mexicans surpassed us. Now we're gonna be at the taco stands soon, giving our money to who? The Mexicans for tacos, because they know African Americans are the #1 consumers. They don't have shit. You know what I'm saying? So they consumers.
4% of the wealth in this country at the bottom. What could Trump and the Republicans really do? And all this is fear mongering. Listen, you know you don't have crap to come vote on when you got a fear monger of people to go vote for you. That's like trying to scare a woman to date you as a man. Or scare a man to date you as a woman. You got to make them afraid to date you. They really didn't want to date you, but you had to fearmonger them. Well, you don't want to date all those women over there in this area. They all got herpes. I ain't got it. See my health report? You should date me because you date them, you gonna catch herpes. Oh shoot, man, maybe I should date you. Shoot, I ain't trying to catch herpes. Man, I really don't want to be with you like that, but I guess I'm gonna have to because I'm afraid of catching herpes. That's what the Democrat Party does to us.
Facts.
They say the Republicans got herpes. They don't.
They
so
don't.
you come vote for us. Let you want herpes.
Come vote for us. We take care of you. We keep y'all begging.
That kind of choice.
We keep y'all as beggars. You heard? That's enough of that. But yeah, y'all just wanted to play that so y'all can get a whiff of that shit. They got these coon ass niggas, like I said, y'all. They got these old house niggas. Divine 9, Freemasons. And all types of motherfucking house niggas coming up there telling you and me that everything gonna be alright. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't nothing gonna be alright. Fuck that. And like I said, y'all, we gotta do what the Haitians did in the Revolution War by getting rid of them house niggas first before we even go to that next level. We gotta get rid of these old house niggas, y'all. It's a fact. We gotta take them motherfuckers out back, y'all, and do the damn thing to them, y'all. Because they've been selling us out, y'all, for a long ass time. They sitting here arguing about should they pay them people reparations, and when them people suffered from slavery all the way up to now. And they still debating shit. Man, fuck out of here, man. At this point, there's no reparations. There will be no reparations. So you niggas can stop advocating for this shit. Alright? You just gotta get out here. That's that Dukes of Hazzard orange. That Dukes of Hazzard orange right there. The General Lee. That's that General Lee color right there. But anyway, y'all, ain't no reparations coming, y'all. At this point, we fending for ourselves. But only thing I can tell you, if you ain't joined no type of organization, join an organization, y'all, that's for the peoples. Alright? Not just for black, but for the peoples. Because it's not just black people suffering. All America is suffering. Except them old house niggas, and you got some house nigga crackers. You know what I'm saying? So when I come up here and I'm mashing on my peoples, believe me, there's another person of other descent mashing on his peoples. You know what I'm saying? Because we got some cracker niggas and some cracker boule motherfuckers too. You see what I'm saying? And that's a fact. Because like I said, the Greek is a European history. And for a lot of black people to follow that shit and don't even study their own history, goddammit, it goes to show you, they house niggas. Because you got Europeans that's part of the Divine Nine too. That's studying their history, which is Greek philosophy. So you can't knock them, but you definitely can knock them niggas that's acting like they black Greeks, that's selling y'all out. And I'm telling y'all this, and I'm shooting these videos out here to bring awareness to the peoples. Bringing awareness to the peoples at this point. Y'all got the knowledge at your fingertips. Use it before you lose it. God damn it.